Hi everyone, and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. One of the greatest Indian cricketers of recent times just announced his retirement from Test cricket. Rohit Sharma, the current Indian Test skipper, just announced his retirement from the Test format of the game. He has already retired in the T20 format, and now he just stepped down as the skipper of the Indian Test side and also announced retirement from the game altogether. He will continue to be the skipper of the Indian ODI side. This decision comes in as a shock for many, as no one expected Rohit to quit this abruptly, and that too in an Instagram post. But if we look at the decision very carefully, at hindsight, it looks to be the right decision. Rohit has not been in the best of forms in Test cricket of late. In the recently concluded Border Gavaskar Trophy, where India lost 3-1, his form was disastrous. India won the first Test under the leadership of Jasprit Bumrah when Rohit Sharma was unavailable. Then, when he came back into the squad, India lost a couple of consecutive Test matches. His performance with the bat was not up to the mark, and he dropped himself in one Test match to allow room for Shubman Gill. Even that wasn't enough, and India ended up losing the series, and Rohit's performance was once again under scrutiny. Previously, against New Zealand at home, India lost 3-0. It's probably the first time in nearly 2 decades that India has been whitewashed at home. And once again, Rohit Sharma was the captain. His own performance in that Test series wasn't good, wasn't up to the standards that Rohit has for himself. Those two back-to-back series losses probably cost India a place in the World Test Championship finals. There has to be some repercussions for these actions. Voices are growing outside of the Indian squad about Rohit's place in the team. So, it's a right decision for him to step down as a skipper of the Test side. A player of his stature, of his caliber, doesn't deserve the kind of criticism that he gets. He has brought so much glory to the country. People are forgetful. They do not know how to respect their heroes. Under this leadership, India won the T20 World Cup. We won the Champions Trophy. We qualified for the finals of the 50-over World Cup. We nearly won that as well. We also played the World Test Championship finals under Rohit's captaincy. So Rohit took us the finals of every big tournament that we could get. Yes, we were not successful in winning all of them, but we managed to win a couple of them. And Rohit Sharma was instrumental in India's victory in those big tournaments. He himself changed the approach of the Indian ODI and T20 side. When he became the captain, he took the mantle upon himself to lead from the front. India hadn't won an ICC trophy for nearly a decade. And despite having very good teams, somehow we are losing in the semifinals or in the finals. Performances were not up to the mark. And Rohit decided that we have to change something. And what change was that? The mentality. He decided to lead from the front. He decided to go all out. He sacrificed his own wicket for the sake of the team. And the others followed his leadership. That was the most impressive part. In the 50-over World Cups, Rohit batted magnificently. He also batted well in the T20 World Cup as well, even in the finals of the Champions Trophy against New Zealand. His batting actually helped India to chase the total down. So Rohit was instrumental in this whole shift in Indian batting and mentality. And that brought results as well. Probably the biggest disappointment of Rohit's career would be the failure to win the 50-over World Cup at home. He would be still ruining the shot that he got out to in the final against Australia after batting so magnificently the first 10 overs, setting the tone for the entire team, dismantling the Australian bowling lineup after hitting Maxwell for a six. He decides to go for a six again and gets caught by Travis Head. That's probably the only shot that he will regret for the rest of his life. If he had batted for another 10 overs, the result might very well have been different. But apart from that, Rohit Sharma was responsible for India winning multiple trophies in the ICC format. A veteran of 67 test matches, Rohit scored 4,300 runs at an average of 40, and he scored 1,200s and 1850s as well. Many people will say that he didn't reach his full potential as a test cricketer. He could have contributed more as a test player like he did in the ODI format or the T20 format. But not everything is perfect in life. The places for batting in Indian test squad has always been limited. And when Rohit came into Indian side, you had the likes of Sachin Tendulkar, Virendra Sehwag, Gautam Gambhir still playing. So Rohit started his career in the middle order, and then gradually had to work up and open the inning. It was as an opener that Rohit Sharma did his best work. And only when he became skipper that he went in as a regular opener. And he did his best work there. But one of the problems with his approach in the T20 and ODI batting was it affected his test batting. That aggressive approach up front works well in the shortest format, in the shorter format of the game. But in the longer format, it's difficult. So Rohit perhaps sacrificed his test batting so that India could win a couple of trophies in the 50 over or T20 format. But still, Rohit will go down as one of the greatest skippers, one of the greatest players that India has ever produced. His elegance, his effortless batting is something to behold. Even his most fierce competitors have applauded the way Rohit Sharma bats. He is more devastating than even Virat Kohli. He single-handedly takes down all opposition bowlers. He doesn't choose. He goes after everyone. Look at the batting against Australia in the T20 World Cup or against Pakistan in the World Cup. He went after everyone. He went after Shaheen, he went after Haris, he went after Shadab, went after Mitchell Stark, Zampa, Pat Cummins, everyone. When Rohit hits, there is no place to hide. That's why he is a devastating player and he can take the attack to the opposition. They are fearful of him. These are the impact players. They can change the game within 50 to 20 minutes time. So if Rohit is there for at least 15 to 20 overs, India are more or less guaranteed of a win. Such is the impact of the player. So Rohit will definitely be missed as the skipper of the Indian Test side. Now it's a choice as to who will be the next skipper. Will it be Shubman Gill? Will it be Jasprit Bumrah? No one's sure of that. Gill still hasn't cemented his place in the Indian side, in the Test side. He's inconsistent with the bat. He hasn't delivered. He fails continuously. And Jasprit Bumrah is probably a good replacement, but still, in 5 Test match series, can his body hold up? If he is subject to fitness, then India need to find someone who can be a regular skipper. That's the dilemma the BCCI has at this point of time. Rishabh Pant still hasn't done anything substantial to become the skipper of the Test side. And Yashasvi Jaiswal has just come into the team. Virat Kohli is the last legs of his career. So it will be an interesting choice to see who will be the next standing skipper for India. Rohit Sharma will go down as one of the greatest cricketers that India has ever produced and someone who has won basically everything. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.